Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel and in my beginners to professional series related to of Microsoft and Office 365. Today I'm going to cover a couple of topics which are related to the client access rules in Office 365, and it's also a part which is compared to a similar one almost with my last one where I have taken the exchange and I'm just extending that part here. So today I will cover the client access rules, external mail flow for partners, tracking of message and message flow trees, how we can trace the message or track the messages, and introduction of online exchange online protection, some policies configuration related to Outlook on web, mobile access policies, and the mailbox policies for mobile devices. So today I will cover this part, and it's as same way I will show you the step-by-step implementations, how we can implement it in console or through PowerShell. So let's start with this and see how it will go. Okay, the first one is the client access rule. So where we need a client access rule. Client access, we have seen the mail flow restrictions and everything in my last video only related to this series. So in that case, where you required a client connectivity access. So basically, that when you configure a client access rule, it will allow or block a different type of client connections to exchange online. Where we can prevent if you want to restrict Outlook on web for specific clients or set of group, you can restrict it. That was based on your condition only. You want to restrict Exchange web services on the basis of users who has an specific attribute in Active Directory. On the basis of that condition, you can restrict the Exchange web services. You want to prevent users to access Windows PowerShell, for example. So users cannot connect through Windows PowerShell to Exchange Online. And ActiveSync restriction. You want the specific users so they can use the ActiveSync or their mobile devices from a specific IP addresses. So such kind of restrictions you can apply it once the desired condition will match or satisfied, then only the action block or allow will be applicable. You can set the rules on the basis of your priority levels, which rule when applied at higher priority or lower priority. And apart from that, as we have exceptions in mail flow, we have seen in the last video, the same way here also we have an exceptions. Most important part, I just want to mention it here. You can configure the client access rules only with the help of a remote PowerShell. You cannot use a graphical console or admin access portal to configure this. The commandlet that can be used as new hyphen client access rule. This command, I will create a complete detailed video how we can configure the client access rules and how we can test it out that. So with the new client access rule, you can configure client access rules with the help of that. You can put the names and along with that conditions and actions. So that can be set with the help of that command. You can refer the details and I will create it with the video that will contain a client access rule PowerShell detailing more information. Okay, configuring external access mail flow for partners. We have seen this in detail in the last video, and I just wanted to mention it here for the inbound and the outbound partner connector. What type of connector you have to choose? For the inbound partner connection, if you are creating a connection with the inbound, just go in your Exchange Admin Center. You can refer my last this series video, Beginners to Professional in Office 365 or Microsoft 365. In that video, part 3, you will see the connectors creation. So in that, what I can choose, if I have to create an inbound partner connection, I need to choose as a partner organization to Office 365. If I am as in creating a connector for inbound. If I'm creating a connector for outbound, I have to choose Microsoft to partner organization. So make sure, don't be confused with this. This is the scenario which you have to take for inbound partner connection or outbound partner connection. For outbound connectors, you can use MX record or a smart host to send emails. Either use MX record, it will discover and send it. If you use an MX record, you will get an certificate and a description and everything. All those options which I have just shown you. The same one is also you will get in MX discovery also. So with the partner one, you can assign. The recommended way is use a smart host. If you are aware about the delivery partner uh, SMTP gateway. Okay, let me go back on my. You can do the final validation step, which we have seen in the last one. It was get failed because I have taken a raw domain name, which actually doesn't exist, most probably somewhere. Okay, so then we are just coming back to my agenda, and in that we have tracking of message or message trace. So message can be traced or tracked with the help of PowerShell or with the help of Microsoft Admin Center. So let me go back first on my Admin Center and see how we can test it out. Okay, I just clicked in the wrong way. Okay, I'm just going it here and in the mail flow in the Exchange Admin Center. For the person who is not who have not watched my last video, I just mention it. You can click on Microsoft Exchange Admin Center. You will get an Exchange Admin Center here. Once you click on that, you will reach out to this window or this window. This is an up, uh, updated version of the same. You can try it from here, the new Exchange Admin Center. So I'm just going on my mail flow. Here you can see the message trace option is there, and same thing is available in your older version, which is available here. So I just clicked on message trace. You can see the various options that can be available last past 7 days, last 48 hours, time zone, start time, end time, all messages delivered, failed, printed, whatever message you want, type of selected you want to add a specific sender receiver. If you just play a search command, it will pull all the messages. It has a limit around 2500 earlier it was there, or might be it's extended. So I'm not exactly, I have not tested this limit. So from this, once you click on this and you will see the messages will be available here. These are the message detail. You can just double click on that and see the status not yet delivered. This message because it's sending it to hello. I just send that. It's you can see the failed. This one is the failed, and then a couple of delivery messages. Okay, process sent. It's sending to external address. So you will get the details of this message. Okay, it's a received message which is delivered to user mailbox. CPN box. So you can view the message detail from here with the message trace help. If I go and run the same command, let me quickly show you. In the new admin center, these are the messages sent from primary domain in the last day, last 7 days. So these are the default trace queries you are placed here. Way is almost similar, but you can see a different console interface, different functionalities interface if you are switching to new admin center. Both are available in the same one, same Microsoft online portal. So that will show the message in this form. You can extend the message and the information. Message received sent, and that is also available in the same way here. The third way is, or second way you can say, is to get the message. You can put command message trace, press enter. So it will show. You can put the start date, end date, message ID. These are the filters that you can use with the message trace or message trace detailings. I have run that command. Okay, now you can see the messages are there that are sent and received. So the same way you can also trace the messages with the help of command message tracing. These are the some search criteria you can place it. Okay, because in the organizations you can see a number of thousands of or millions of messages. So you have to select the message criteria as per your requirement. Here it just says in lab or testing environment. So that's why not much messages. You can see it here. Okay. Okay, now coming to Exchange Online Protection. So Exchange Online Protection is your cloud-based service that provides anti-spam and anti-virus protection. So it just says it will safeguard your organization emails, and with the help of this, uh, you can protect your environment. Now, Microsoft 365 Advanced Threat Protection Suite is also available, and EOP, like Exchange Online Protection, is a part of Microsoft 365 ATP. So, Advanced Threat Protection is a suite that offered by Microsoft, and Exchange Online Protection is a part of same. So, uh, in Exchange Online Protection, if you talk about ATP of Microsoft, it has an functionality for false positive retalk, like it again 2000 and sorry 250,000 into 1 is a false positive ratio. So 1 would be the false rating as compared to 250,000. And same as it has a 99% of anti-spam effectiveness. Blocking of known virus is 100% as a Microsoft uh, confirmation and Microsoft assessment if you say. And uptime is 99.999% for this Exchange Online Protection or ATP if you're talking about. So basically, it's ATP is included in your E5 and a business plans, couple of, and most of the plans ATP is included. Exchange Online Protection is included in all the exchange plans, so you know not to worry about that. And that will contains your filters for malware, your antivirus, like if the viruses etc. would be there. So that has been taken care by EOP, Exchange Online Protection. It will detect the malwares and it has an anti-malware policies to handle uh, emails that are infected with the malwares. So not much details. You can see it in here, like if you talk about the protection and this, but still you have couple of options to set. Like the first one is the malware filters, where you can place it settings and the configuration. What would be the default notification action settings, email addresses for notify the administrator. So these are the things that you can set it up here, and these are you can see the various files that would be considered as a suspected ones. So this setting you can configure it from here, the malware setting and the protection. The same way you can do it from uh, PowerShell also. We have an connection filtering, spam filtering, outbound spam, and quarantine center also available. Even if you want to integrate DKIM, that is a third party solution, that is still available here with the functionality. So as a security compliance, that is domain key identified mails. So DKIM can be integrated also. You can see it and watch it here. And the action center, where the couple of actions that are recommended will be, you can see it from here, and it's the message, you can see it's new home functionality. The action center experience will be removed from Exchange Admin Center. So make sure you can view it in security and compliance. Quarantine, if the messages are quarantine, you will get it here, and you can release it from there. Same as we have an outbound spam on spam filters that can be validated, placed, and configured. The default one are there. You can take it out some actions, list, allowed, block list. You can set as per your security policy. So these are the options, or you can add it a new policy for spamming here. Same as for the connection. So your Exchange organization can make the connection, and connection filtering. You can restrict it, allow IP list or block IP list. Enable safe list. If I enable it, then the only allowed IPs will be acceptable here, or block list will be like it will block the same also. Malware filters, I have enabled the setting as a default one. If I want to restrict more, I can put it. So these functionalities you can see with the as all these spam filtering and the protection. So once you will see the new compliance center, you will see its security and the compliance center and anti-malware page to modify the configuration. So this will be moved from that location to this. So might be later on after 1st of December 2020, you will see this in uh, your default security and compliance page here, anti-malware policies. I will discuss this in more detail in upcoming video on the threat protection mail flow. So a couple of things that are moved from there into compliance and security section of this, because we have a compliance option available. You can see the compliance and center as well as security admin console. So this is nothing else. The location will be changed. You will not get an Exchange admin. You will get it in anti-malware page. This can be accessible. Okay, so just opening a classic once again. Let me quickly close this and I open both Exchange filterization. Okay, now coming to the Outlook on the web policies. So when you are configuring an Outlook over web, that is your OWA, earlier known as an Exchange, or it say you can say Outlook web app. The multiple names will be there. So now it's named as Outlook on the web. You can access your MS Outlook, or you can say a web based mailbox accessibility functionality in your web browser. So in that you can configure an OA mailbox policies. Let me quickly show you the default policy which we have right now. Just going to on my shell and see. Okay, so this is what we have in default policy right now, where the couple of things are in place. You can see this is the default one which is already there. With the help of this, what you can do, what would be the restrictions can be placed here. You can use Windows PowerShell commandlets to modify the settings related to a web app policy or a mailbox policy. So this is one that you can see it here. It's in a default one. And if I talk about this policy details, what could be you can change, or what things that features, like suppose you want to restrict the instant messaging, you want to set the text messaging, unified communication, you want to restrict the file access so users cannot download the attachments, or you can disable it. You can set the file types, a specific set of file types which are allowed. You can see it, allow the file types, allow the MIME types for saving file types, and the application integrations. A couple of things: Word ready file types, Word, Excel docs, XLS, and all. So the details are there. If you want to extend this, you can check it out, and you can use the set. Just I place the command as get over mailbox policy. We can set it the set uh, over mailbox policy and the mailbox policy detail. So the name would be as a default one, which you can take it here from here. This one, this is the default one, which is applied right now. So these settings you can configure it. You can configure the offline access for this, like allowed on private computer never or something. So the restrictions or the things what you want, you can place it with the help of PowerShell to modify the Outlook web or Outlook over web policy. This would be totally depends on the requirement and whatever things like features, file access, offline files, control. Basically, it will control your Outlook on web functionality, and whatever things you want, you can apply or restrict it. You have an ADFS authentication when you are on a public computer. Functionality is also associated. Okay, uh, configuring access for the mobile devices. The mobile devices can be mobile device or mobile device policies can be applied when you are talking about Exchange ActiveSync. When you are using a mobile devices, then you can set the allow blocked or quarantine state, or the devices can be categorized in the three states. Could be allowed, that are allowed to access your emails and everything. Blocked state, when you are not authorized to use Exchange online mailboxes, or your mobile device is not allowed to use the same due to failure of any policies, restriction, lot of things. And the third one is the quarantine. And the quarantine, in this state, you are able to connect Exchange online with the limited level of data accessibility. User can, in that scenario, user can add their calendars, contacts, tasks, note folders. I think note folders are also there. And but you are not allowed to retrieve any content that are available in your mailbox. So this is the quarantine state, and in that scenario, you will uh, contact your device administrator to unblock or allow your device, like move into block state to block the complete access, or allow access to access your allow you to access the device. You can set you can use the PowerShell to create new ActiveSync device access rules, and you have an option available in your Exchange online. Let me quickly show you. Okay, on the mobile devices, you have an option where you can see the quarantine devices. You can place your device access rules, where you can put a restriction for all the families, like groups of your models. Right now, I'm not added anything. Let me quickly not showing it here because I can put an device or family specific model or a quarantine state. Right now, devices information are not listed here. So let me quickly show you one more thing. And you can, from here, you can define the mobile device policies. If I edit this policy, you can see what would be the security, like it's required to password, minimum encryption on the required device encryption, password length, number of password failure device, and enforce the device lifetime to change the password. So these things can be applied. I just wanted to mention it here. It's not a complete MDM solution. It's just an active sync restriction or a policies that are defined for mobile devices. MDM or the mobile device management, it's covered as an Intune, Microsoft solution, uh, Mass 360, the kind of solution. Those are main or major devices that you use to manage your mobile device control. So this is not exactly a complete solution to provide a functionality of ActiveSync uh, or provide a control on your device through ActiveSync. I just wanted to clear it here. So as a recommended approach, still I would suggest to use a complete MDM solution if you want to govern or manage mobile devices. But still, it will provide you a limited functionality, and you have an limited budget or you have a budget constraint, you can set the rules and everything from this. And you can configure the policies that are mainly related to device password requirement, encryption level, local wipe options, device inactivity setting, password light setting. So the default one is applied here, which I have shown you. This one, this is a default one, and you can customize as per your requirement. I have not configured these things here because I have not configured the ActiveSync till now. If I want, I can configure it in same way you can put it also. You want to allow the simple passwords, etc. That is, if you check it, you will be getting an option. You must uncheck. Simple password is like 1234, 1111, 2222, the kind of things. These are restricted. Or if you want to require an alphanumeric, you must enable it. So once you enable it, user has to enter one of the alphabet along with numbers. You can set it policy as well. This can be set and placed through PowerShell also. Okay, let me go back on my agenda. I think we have done for this now. Okay, guys, so that's all about this video and this session. And I will be back once again with more video in the same series because the still series is continue and we have a couple of more things are going on related to Office 365 section. I will be back soon with another video. Till that time, do subscribe and watch my channel in the meantime. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.